What is up, Group Coach Nation? Today, we're just going to rock live Q&A. I have 24 minutes between now and my next thing. So I'm just going to go crazy with this. We get a ton of questions as people come in and out of Group Coach Nation and kind of navigate how to do this high ticket mastermind thing, like how to launch your own. So let's rock and roll questions. I will be taking live Q&A today as well. As always, you're welcome to that anytime we're live. So I'm going to go through questions that you guys have submitted over the past week. Try to blitz those. If you have more questions, if this spurs another thought for you and you're like, oh my gosh, can you expand on this? Just leave us a comment, shoot us a message privately or here publicly and let us know, and we will get your question answered. If you're asking a question live, just give me just a second. Once I find you, I will get your question answered. Okay, first up, and I'm putting this up here. I am paying attention. Just making sure I don't miss anybody's comments here. So I got a couple devices running. First up, Tom, you asked a couple days ago, yesterday actually, how to create high ticket products. Super good question. Now, let me just explain high ticket. So high ticket depends on a lot of things, right? What means high ticket to one person doesn't mean to another person. But let's just assume that we all have the same range of, oh, that's high ticket, okay? Fill in the price for yourself. Ultimately, high ticket really comes down to you listening to your market. In every market, in every product or service, there is a sliver of that market that just wants to pay whatever it costs to get the problem solved, all right? And that whatever it costs price varies a lot. So if it's high ticket supplements, that's only going to go so far, right? If it's high ticket information that makes you a lot of money once you learn the information, that can go extremely far. If it's high ticket information or consulting that helps you with relational health issues, that can go really far too. So Tom, we could dive in and spend like a whole hour on that. Feel free to reach out and ask more questions because I want to make sure I get your question answered. But honestly, listening to your market and finding out what their needs are. I know every marketer says that, but it's true. And then really understanding how your market is segmented. Where are the people who really don't have time, but really do want the result and the change? Those are the people you want to be marketing to. Believe it or not, that's super simple to do. It's complicated if you've never done it before. So lean in, ask questions. We'll point you to resources, videos we've already recorded on that, whatever we can. Super good question. Next up, Michael DeLon. Michael, you're great, man. More systems. You want more systems? I know, right? Systems are like everything. We run our entire practice on systems and a few key team members. And I tell you what, you rock a good system, it makes everything so much easier. We have systems, people, and money. To me, that's what we got to have a good business that can fulfill a strategy. And so the systems are where I started. You got to build out a couple of systems to get your time back and then have somebody help you run those systems. And if those systems are pointed towards prospecting and selling and then making the workflow of the delivery super easy, you're going to win. It starts generating the money. Good point there. It wasn't a question, Michael, just, yeah. Systems, right? We've been talking about that lately in the group. Again, if you're jumping in here, hey guys, welcome. Ask your questions as we go along. I'm just blitzing through questions that have come in the past week. I still have 20 minutes left, so I'll keep going until I run out of time or run out of questions. I think I'll run out of time first. Affinity groups. Jackie Foster ask about affinity groups, how to price your business or your product or service and building a team. Yeah. Okay. Jackie, let's take affinity groups first. Great conversation there. Great topic. I would go after like really nailing down who you want to specialize with. And I know that every time we try to specialize, we all feel kind of weird about, oh my gosh, what's going to happen? Am I going to end up in a place where if I specialize so much, it's going to cut out all these opportunities? Yes, it will cut out opportunities, but I promise you, the more you specialize, the higher your fees can go and the more dialed in your marketing and attraction methods are going to be. Because you're going to be speaking to one kind of person. And that's a super important thing. It's very hard to market to a lot of people because the message doesn't resonate, doesn't hit them right in their hearts. And a really dialed in market allows you to have a really dialed in message that really just speaks to, hey, I know this is what you need. How can I help you? And that's a really important thing about affinity groups. Pricing that product, I think we just covered that a little bit with Tom. And let's talk about building a team. Jackie, I would start if like just starting from the beginning, I would start with an administrator. If it's a virtual administrator, no need to have them local there with you. It's just stuff that can happen on a computer, right? I'll start with a virtual administrator that can help take the communication off of your plate. Communication creates a lot of decision fatigue, right? A bazillion emails, a bazillion messages going and coming from your social media accounts, a bazillion calendaring things, all kind of shows, podcast, expert places you want to talk to, whatever it is that's going on in your communication. That's a lot of in and out decisions on a constant basis. It takes a lot of time, creates a lot of decision fatigue. I would outsource or delegate that first. That's what I've done with multiple launches of multiple digital info products and digital done for you services, is always start with that person who can take communication off of your plate and only bring the most important or hardest questions to answer to your attention. That's a really important one. Jackie, super good question. Again, hey guys, welcome. If you have questions live, feel free to ask. I'm just going to keep blitzing the questions we've had in the last week come in. If they answer your question, awesome. If they spur another question for you, as always, reach out, drop us a line, drop it here in the comment thread. We'll do what we can to get you the answers you need. You can launch this thing. Launching a high ticket mastermind is so doable. Okay. If group coaching is right for my business. Okay. Yeah. Mary asked, is group coaching right for my business? Mary, I think I actually answered that 2 days ago. Sorry, I won't repeat that one. Might have been a couple days ago. Let's see. Matthew Ryan, Mastermind Creation. Man, great topic. Hopefully we're hitting some of that right now. I'll keep moving. If you got more specifics, please let us know. If you want to talk to one of us on our team, I'm sure somebody'd love to spend 30 minutes with you and sort out where you're going with that. Just reach out. Jeff Hudson here. Learn more about masterminds and learn more about masterminds and how to best use them for marketing and fulfillment. I think this is a really fascinating topic, Jeff. Glad you brought it up. Here's the thing. Masterminds make a really cool front end or back end product or service, however you want to call it, to your existing efforts. So if you have a done for you service and that done for you service lines up with the market you currently serve, like the market you're going to serve in your mastermind, you're going to train people, not just do the website build forms, just pick a genre or do the consulting on their systems or processes, but you're actually going to teach them in a group setting. Like, hey, let's bring 10 people, 10 different office managers, 10 different business owners in and talk processes and systems. Great. If you also do the process and system work and help them hire a team member to run all those things, that's even better, right? So you might have a business that's currently doing done for you service, building a website or hiring team members or building processes for people. But if you can put an education piece with that product or service, now you're bringing in twice as many people, same market niche, but you're bringing in twice as many people because some people want the work done for them. Some people just want to learn how to do it themselves. And some people kind of cross that line back and forth as they learn about it or start doing it. They do or don't want to do it, or they do or don't want to learn more about it. But if you have a mastermind, it allows you to bring a scalable number of people through, help them get to know, like, and trust you, help them take action to better themselves or their business. And it sets up whatever your next product or service is really, really nicely. I love that. So many people who've been through our Group Coach Nation masterminds do that very thing. They're actually adding a mastermind on to an existing product or service. That's really common. You'll see a lot of the big high-end coaches that you follow out there in the space, coaches, consultants, whatever the big speakers you follow. Most of them have these high-ticket masterminds. And they're adding it on to other products or services they offer. Really simple way to do it. Another cool thing about that, Jeff, is, in fact, I'll just add this to the next question. Do I start with low ticket or high ticket? Super good question. Jason asked that. Jason, good question. And Jeff, this ties in there. Starting with a high ticket mastermind makes a lot more sense than starting with that low ticket funnel build. Simply because you're going to do the work, you're going to put in the effort, you're going to do all the market research to get one person or 10 people to swipe their credit card. Do it on a high ticket offer. Just saying, like, it's the same effort. It's the same work to crack the code on your market. And we can walk you through that. We have tons of resources about that. But ultimately, it's the same effort either way. When I was in the first mastermind I was in as a student, it was a high ticket mastermind from a brand that you would all recognize. Great people. Can't thank them enough for how they helped me. I was trying to do the low ticket info product, like an e-course, ebooks, 3-part video series, all that kind of stuff. Trying to do that funnel style. And they're like, okay, we all have these funnels. They rock and roll. Funnel, I'm not trying to brand it. I'm just saying funnels, everything's a funnel, right? And really, they helped me understand, oh my gosh, you got to have that high ticket offer first, Chris. Like, go get paid well to build the info thing, and then back it down and start reusing the things you're building for those low ticket offers. So that's the way that works. Great question, Jeff. Great question, Jason. Let's see. Brad, you want to know more about audience and traffic generation? Again, folks, hey guys, welcome to see everybody. So glad to see everybody. If you have questions, if you're watching this live, fire your questions away. If you're watching this in a replay, fire them away in the conversation below. I'll do my best to catch them on the next go around. So, Brad, back to your question: traffic and audience generation. You know, here's the thing about this whole traffic generation and audience building. All of us have love-hate relationships with whatever social media platform or media platform we want to get onto. Some of us love podcasting, some of us love Facebook, some of us love TikTok or Instagram or Clubhouse or vlogging, blogging, you name it, right? We all have something we naturally gravitate to. We like creating in that space, or we just don't like or do like the people in that space. Pick the one you like, right? Go hang out with the places and in the places that you're like super comfortable with and enjoy. That's so easy to do, all right? And then just be super consistent about that. Here's the key that makes this work. You got to have a platform that allows you to find, like to actually search for people who really want and need what you're offering. So if you're offering a service that that teaches car detailers how to take their business to an online space and then build franchises for car detailing shops, that'd be cool, right? I'm just making this up. That's a cool one. I want to do that. If that's your thing, you've built a successful car detailing shop, you've franchised it a couple cities, and you're going to teach other people how to do the same thing. Awesome. You want to be on a platform, and all of them have your audience, I promise. You want to be on a platform, though, that allows you to talk to car detailers, right? I promise you there's podcasts about that. So you don't want to be reaching out to those hosts of those podcasts and say, hey, I'd love to help your audience. How can I help? I promise you there's rooms on Clubhouse talking about that kind of model. I promise you there's YouTube channels about it. I promise there's Facebook groups about it. I'm sure there's a huge following on LinkedIn that would want to talk about that stuff. It's there. It really is. Find the platform you like and stick with that platform. Just get good at it. So Brad, great question. Find the one you like. What matters, though, is that you can build and search for a community of the people that you're offering your product or service to, people that you want to learn what are your real needs and how can I really help you with that. Otherwise, pick one platform, get good at it, and start working that street, okay? A lot of people pick like 3 platforms. They're all over the place. Your audience is on the platform you pick. I promise. They really are. Hey guys, welcome again. If you have questions live, feel free to ask them. I'm just blitzing every question that pops up here and trying to catch up on ones from the past week, okay? I've got 11 more minutes before I have to go, so I'll keep going until I run out of time. All right, John, let's see. Oh, I love this question, John. How to create client attraction through memorable experience. Oh my gosh. John, this is something that I really love. And as a consumer, I love it when an expert or a host of an audience creates really cool experiences where you get to just lean in and like get to know them in the community, but also have this amazing aha moment and some fun at the same time, or an emotional kind of roller coaster that goes through the process of getting to know what you're trying to accomplish, right? So, John, like, I would absolutely be yourself. I got invited to a mastermind from a friend that I'm in another mastermind with recently, and it's in the fall. I'm sure I'll go. And I'm not a gun guy, all right? But this one's like at his ranch out in the Midwest, a beautiful location. I think it's like Montana or somewhere. And everybody's going out there to like shoot guns and then do mastermind stuff and crack some business things we're all trying to work on. That's a cool, memorable experience. And I'm not a gun guy. I just think it sounds super fun, right? So that's a cool experience that allows you to like have a physical, tactile experience while building relationships. You can do that in virtual settings, a lot of virtual summits that are very successful right now. You've seen a ton of those. Those can be a complete flop or a complete win. The Challenge Queens do a great job with that. The Challenge Queens are in our community group, Coach Nation. They're awesome. If you're looking for somebody to help you with that, Google them or reach out and ask, because we'll point you in the right direction. But ultimately, it can be virtual or in person, but creating a space where people can have legit wins and build real community, and you can take them through step-by-step processes that allow them to have some fun and have some aha moments. That's how we've done it in the past. The challenge queens are super good at that. And there's some really great models you can follow out there. But again, I would reach out to the challenge queens on that because experience creates relationship. Nothing like that. Honestly, I think experience creates, that's why I'm into mastermind leading, because you create an experience when you're leading your own mastermind. Y'all will figure that out when you lead your own. You create an experience and people transform and change rapidly in a mastermind. They grow way faster than they ever would one-on-one or just watching content on their own. So John, super good question. Okay. Again, feel free to ask questions. I'm going to keep going for 8 more minutes. We're going to keep going. All right. Rachel, super interesting. The anatomy. What's the anatomy of an offer? Wow. Okay, Rachel, let's break this down in 2 different sections. Good question, Rachel. Part 1 of the offer is obviously, does this offer, this product or service, create an opportunity for the client, the buyer, to get the transformation they want while overcoming the problems they have to get that transformation? So in our mastermind training, like here at Group Coach Nation, we teach people how to use this model, dream, drain, doubt. Okay, what's your client's dream? And then what's the drains, the external, and the doubts, the internal stuff that's keeping them from accomplishing that dream? If your offer helps overcome their drains and their doubts and accomplish that dream, that's a good offer because it's dialed into who they are and where they are. Okay, that's 1/2 of offer anatomy. Okay, that's typically what people think of as offer anatomy. Like, here's the pieces of it. Does it need to be 12 weeks, 10 weeks, 18 weeks for a mastermind? Does it have to be this price or that price? Honestly, that comes down to more of just, well, how long does it take to actually get this thing done, right? And then it comes down to what kind of transformation you're offering. How are you going to price it based on the transformation that's really going to come out of that? So we price all of our stuff based on real transformation. We know what we accomplish, and the people we teach how to do this, we will help you identify what you accomplish so that you can price it accordingly. So you're giving people a really good opportunity to have a huge win, way more than what you charge them, and you still make an awesome living at it. Okay, let's talk about the other half of this offer anatomy. So Rachel, the thing is on this offer, it really comes down to how are you selling, okay? Every sales person needs to have a script or process you follow. And that script or process really impacts the offer anatomy in a live setting. So having someone saying, hey, I'd like to find out more about your mastermind, Rachel, and then giving them, well, here's the thing, it's 12 weeks and we help you overcome these things and get through these problems and then get this transformation. You're probably going to lose them. You won't make a sale saying that, okay? Really, that sales process or sales call is really just finding out where are they. If you get on a call with them and they're saying, I want to know more about your product, like what do you do? How do you help people? Stop right there and say, that's super great. Love to tell you about it. But really, what are you trying to accomplish? Like, what's going on? What transformation are you after? And what's holding you back from that? Like, ask those questions. And if your product or service fulfills and answers those needs and that desire, you don't have to say, here's the offer in the one-liner script. You just simply have to say, hey, we do that. That's what our mastermind does. And just repeat what they said. It helps you get this goal, helps you overcome these things. Repeat exactly what they say. If that's what your product or service can do, then just repeat what they say, because that's all that matters to them in that moment. And that's really important. So Rachel, I hope that helps on the anatomy of an offer. Okay, let's see here. Oh yeah, awesome question, Ms. Turner. So great to see you. I want to say your name right. I love your name. Luciana, is that right? Luciana? If I get it right, let me know. I'm a distributor in my industry. How do I get people to learn or to lean into the expanded conversation? I'm a distributor in my industry. How do I get people to lean into the expanded conversation? Great, I got your name right. Awesome. Good to see you, by the way. So here's what I do. I like this, and tell me if this helps you any. I like going from a distributor, salesperson, product or service fulfillment type mindset with me and the client. Oh, you're a disruptor. You're a disruptor. Oh, cool. Awesome. You're a disruptor in your industry. It's even better. Okay. How do we get people to lean into the expanded conversation? Love that disruption model. Here's what I do. No matter where you are, distributor or disruptor, getting people to recognize, oh, this person, Luciana, is like totally offering something different. She's saying the opposite of what these other people are saying, but she's not saying it in a way to sell me something. She's saying it in a way to be my advisor. Like I would step into that role of, hey, this is not the right way. That's the disruptor model, right? This model over here is the right way. But I'm not just here to tell you that to sell you that. I'm here to actually help you grow and understand. Become their advisor. So that advisor role allows you to disrupt a community and disrupt what's going on in a market without it looking like you're just giving everybody the finger and you're full on going to war. It allows people to say, okay, I'm listening. I always thought it was this way though, but like, let me just learn from you. Let me learn to trust you. And they get to know, like, and trust you. And then the buying opportunities just start rolling the door. So that's honestly where I would go with that. Does that help? Let me know if that helps, because that's how I've done it in the past. And it's a great model and it allows you to be you. I'm personally somebody who just likes to help. And sometimes this personality that I have, because I'm not a very like super salesy kind of person, trying to show off my cars or my houses or vacation locations or whatever. It's just not my personality. Nothing wrong with it, just not my personality. So I like to advise, and y'all see me in that context here quite a bit, because I want you to get to know how this model works. And we get plenty of opportunities to help people in that process. Super good question. I got 90 seconds left, folks. Let's see if we can rock and roll one more. All right. Strategies for, this is from Gabrielle. Strategies. Yeah, you helped a lot. Good. I'm so glad. Way to go. Good job. Yeah, I'm so glad you asked that question. Thanks for the comments. Okay. Strategy for, this is Gabrielle. Strategy for delivering done for you with your service in a group coaching model. Yeah, Gabrielle, I think I just answered that a few minutes ago. So super glad. Let me know if we didn't get that one. Let's see if we can get one more in here. Mergers and acquisitions and affiliate deals. Austin asked this question. Good question. Big topic. I'm a huge fan of working with people that I trust. Okay. That's a big deal. We do affiliate offers. We do those kinds of programs. I do not do any kind of partnership in a legal sense. I don't partner like as in share equity or stock or whatever you want to call it with my business or someone else's. Been down that road dozens of times over the years. And honestly, it ends up melting down. It's just not been something that I've wanted to do long term. I'm still open to that concept if the right thing came along, but it takes a lot. That's like getting married, right? That's a real relationship. But when it comes to just doing some profit sharing or commission sharing or affiliate sharing or something like that, I love those kind of programs. They're super cool. You introduce cool people to cool people. Everybody wins. The clients win. The people introducing people win. That's my 2 cents worth right there. Okay, everybody. A lot of Q&A there. Get out there, do the work, get the results. We say that all the time. Do the work, get the results. Our goal here at Group Coach Nation, go to groupcoachnation.com, however you want to find us and follow us, ask questions. We're here to help you build your high-ticket mastermind. You can do this. If you have an awesome done-for-you service, an expensive one-on-one consulting service, you're trying to get your life back, looking for a super efficient way to do this. Folks, I spend about 8 to 10 hours a week leading our masterminds. Like everything, all in. It doesn't take a lot of time. It's a very easy business model to run, and you change people's lives. People learn 5 times faster in group settings. It's so cool. Lean in, ask your questions, do the work, get the results. We just want you doing the right work, right? That's what it amounts to. See you guys soon. Ask your questions. We're always here to help.